A lot of us in B2B marketing write about tools and solutions that are kind of bloodless. They don't have a pulse. And so I think there is real value in B2B marketing to think about, like, is there a metaphor that can really connect with someone in the audience in a significant way? And so that's why I'm asking about, metaphor, not just because I love the way that Geraldine creates them, but because I do think it has relevance beyond a creative kind of writing. So, with that, Geraldine, like, how do you think about simile and metaphor and weaving them in such an impactful way?
I would say, so one of the things to consider is do not force them. These are, it's going to be really silly that I'm actually using a metaphor, but they're seasoning, right? So you don't want to overdo it. And if you do force it, if you do overplay that hand, people are going to notice, and it's just going to feel it's going to feel cloying, and it's going to feel overdone, and it's going to feel like, somebody in an English 101 class where they're like, oh, his hand was like what, and you're like, oh, like, it's just going to make people feel gross. Yeah. So I would say whatever you're thinking about doing, like, consider dialing it back. And for people in the marketing world, this tool, these literary tools, they make your work more palatable to the average person. So something to consider is average real world examples. And one of the things that I think helps is, how would I explain this to someone in my life? Right? And Rand does this. My husband's a marketer, like, who, that's how we know each other. But he does this a lot with me. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Explain this to me. And sometimes I'll be like, using things in this room,
yes.
Using examples in this kitchen. And he will. And that is really helpful. Yeah. So I think if you can find something that is, not too forced, that is relevant to the topic at hand, that is clear, it can make things really resonate with your audience in a way that they otherwise wouldn't have.